right, music fans, welcome back. It is I, Dave, the Real Music Observer, observing real music in real time for real people just like you right there and just like me right here. You know, so Paul Simon has decided to call it a career this year, and, you know, I did a video about Kiss this morning and how, you know, they're going to do this farewell tour next year and it's going to be the biggest ever, and I guess it's just a matter of style of music and the hype and the cult of personality and all these different factors. Paul Simon is a genius, ladies and gentlemen, whereas I think Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons are marketing geniuses, which is different from musical geniuses. Just throwing that out there. I know that's going to raise some eyebrows, but I got to thinking, you know, Paul Simon, 76 years old, his voice is still intact. His band is still very tight and very able. If you don't believe that, you've got to check that concert he did in Hyde Park, I believe, and it was just phenomenal. I mean, the material was just spot on as far as song selection, and then, again, the musicianship is just through the roof. Paul Simon, I guess, maybe an acquired taste. Dominant on both AM and FM radio, of course getting his start with Simon and Garfunkel years ago. Speaking of which, there is an open date for his concert tour, the very last to-be-announced date on September 22nd, which has fueled some speculation that, who knows, there could be a concert in Central Park after 2 shows at Madison Square Garden. Maybe Billy Joel might show up for a couple of those dates. I think they're both kind of contemporaries, and Billy has been occupying MSG for just pretty much nonstop every month now for who knows how long, and it's going to continue. Paul Simon, though, a musical genius, and really this is an opportunity, if you have one, to go see him. Check out his concert dates, again starting in Vancouver on, I believe, May 16th and wrapping up on September 22nd, a to-be-announced date. Compared to the hoopla for a lot of other bands that are saying goodbye, like Lynyrd Skynyrd and, again, the aforementioned Kiss and, you know, who else? I don't know. There are a lot of bands that have called it quits. Poor Neil Diamond had to kind of pull himself off the road because of Parkinson's. This is a great opportunity to see a living legend, Paul Simon, perform. Believe it or not, one of my favorite all-time artists. His catalog is deep, it's fun. I mean, if you're not into me and Julio Down by the Schoolyard, I can't help you. I mean, music doesn't get a whole lot better than Loves Me Like a Rock. All right, it just is that good. And I was one of those guys that was totally into the One Trick Pony era. I just thought that was some of the coolest music ever. And then Graceland comes along and eclipses all of that. Just a brilliant musician, and I wish him the best. 76 years old and still sounds great. Again, check out the Live in Hyde Park concert if you haven't seen it. It's obviously a DVD, an album, and you can go back and just stream it and listen to it and all that fun stuff. But again, who knows? Could there be one more Simon and Garfunkel blockbuster concert? Probably not, because Art Garfunkel and Paul Simon really don't like one another. But we can hope, right? All right, I'm done with this video. I'll be back with more real music commentary real soon. Stay tuned for that.